You would have known about 12 Cupcakes' sudden closure, but do you know why it has to close down? Watch on, because the numbers, which we'll review later, are quite shocking. So, for a start, what is 12 Cupcakes? If you have arrived and went to shopping malls before, you will have seen them before lah. 12 Cupcakes is essentially a shop that sells cupcakes lah. And in case you have not eaten cupcakes before, here's what a cupcake is. Imagine a birthday cake, but you condense the cake into a cake that is the size of your fist. And it's so sweet that when you drink a Nutri-Grade D drink after eating it, the drink will taste like plain water. Now, if you're wondering why people will buy that, let me explain. I also don't know, eat such a small sweet cake, I might as well eat sugar cake. Okay lah, jokes aside, it's usually a snack meant for parties or meetings. Later I'll explain why this might be the reason why it closed down. But anyways, people don't usually buy cupcakes to eat while watching Netflix. It doesn't help that in recent years, people now know that sugar contributes significantly to obesity, and with many people now going on a movement to cut sugar from their diet. So, in 2000, when Ah Bengs and Ah Lians with states send over 1,000 SMS to each other every month, cupcakes suddenly become viral after it was shown in a hit TV show, Sex and the City. You see, back in the year 2000, there was no Instagram or TikTok to make things viral, so it was purely through word of mouth. Home-based businesses in Singapore started to sell cupcakes, and even without Instagram, people were obsessed with it. It eventually went on overdrive from 2010 when the US TV series called DC Cupcakes showed how a bakery ran their cupcake business. In Singapore, people were buying cupcakes for any event then, whether it's someone's birthday or even wedding dinners. That was when 12 Cupcakes opened lah. In 2011, Singaporean DJ Daniel Ong and actress Jaime Teo, who were then married, opened the first 12 Cupcakes outlet in United Square Shopping Mall, which is next to Novena MRT station. As you can tell, all the stars aligned for this to be successful. Cupcakes were a trend and a celebrity couple opening a shop selling cupcakes. Back in the days, you would not hear salty comments like,
"Okay, I give them 6 months."
Because it was 2011. Netizens were busy storming people who didn't give up their seats in the MRT. So, it expanded to many outlets and even internationally to Jakarta, Taipei, Kuala Lumpur, and Hong Kong. It was going strong, but in December 2016, both Daniel Ong and Jaime Teo announced that they have actually formalized their divorce. People of course wonder whether 12 Cupcakes will be 6 cupcakes to each celebrity, but no. Instead, an Indian tea company, Dhunseri Group, bought the entire company for $2.5 million. Dhunseri Group is one of India's largest tea producers, and back then, they said 12 Cupcakes will help them establish a strong footprint in the F&B space in the Singapore market, and 12 Cupcakes was apparently their first foray into the F&B space in Singapore and the region. You see, back then, malls have started to have more eateries as retail shops were affected by the growth of e-commerce. However, it did not turn out well. In the last few years, 12 Cupcakes have been bleeding money. In FY 2023, it lost over $400,000. In FY 2024, it lost about $1.1 million, and in FY 2025, it lost about $1.2 million. And as of the last financial year, it has current liabilities of a whopping $2.6 million. Current liabilities are basically debts that need to be settled within a year. They only have $1.3 million in total current assets. So, as you can see, we cannot sugarcoat the massive hemorrhaging it was undergoing, which explains its closure. But is there another reason for its closure? Well, yes. Today's sponsor is Longbridge. While investing to feel less complicated, Longbridge AI power tools can help you navigate the markets with ease. With $0 lifetime commission for the US, Singapore, and Hong Kong markets, plus competitive asset fees, you can keep more of what you earn. Get up to $800 welcome rewards and an additional $18 cash vouchers when you open an account through this QR code or the link in the description. Now, back to the video. Imagine this, you walk along Haji Lane and see shops selling artisan tea, bubble tea, dalgona coffee, and matcha latte. Which one will you buy? I bet you didn't even notice dalgona coffee, which was trending during the COVID period, but people no longer know how to pronounce it now. You see, during the late 2000s and early 2010s, cupcakes underwent an explosive growth, whereby it's a staple in almost every party. I mean it, because I lived through the period and witnessed how organizers would cry if there were no cupcakes. Do you know that in 2012, over in Singapore, we even entered the Guinness Book of World Records for having the largest cupcake mosaic for Singapore's 47th National Day? A total of 20,000 cupcakes were baked for this. But by now, you should know that it was a big bubble. Because if you see someone buying cupcakes to a party now, people might think that there are cakes that have so suya yo. News reports started to say that the trend was dead or dying. Observers noted that oversaturation and declining novelty were to blame. In Singapore, more trendy food started to overshadow cupcakes like bingsu, cheese tart, or molten lava toast. Some foodies think unique cookies are the new cupcakes. In fact, one of us spoke to a Gen Alpha, and that Gen Alpha said she has never eaten a cupcake before. So yes, while we can be frustrated about how 12 cupcakes have closed down, we can also learn the very important lesson. If you never pivot, you will eventually die.
No wonder your stupid goodie feed website is like that.
Yeah, I'm a byproduct of a cupcake business. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. And thank you for spending almost 5 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.